Hi my little Brushflies, welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mercedes and I'm the face behind Brushfly MUA. And if you are new, please remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new, hi, welcome back. I hope you had a good Christmas and I hope you had a good New Year. I'm actually filming this on New Year's Eve. I have work, so I'm not going to be out partying. Not that I really did that anyway, but even though I'm still working, I have decided to do a nice eye look for New Year's Eve for at work using this. So I'm really excited to test this out. This is the Urban Decay Naked Cyber palette and I got this for Christmas. Well, I was given Christmas money and I chose it to buy with my Christmas money. So I do have to say I have watched quite a few reviews online from this palette and a lot of people have mixed opinions about it. Some people love it, some people don't love it. I'm wondering what category I'm going to be in. I normally like a really vibrant, colourful eye look. This palette, from what I have seen, is not a really vibrant, colourful eyeshadow palette. But for some reason I was really drawn into this palette. And I have been doing some eye looks over the past week or two where they've been sort of subtly pretty. I have been using an e.l.f. sort of pink colourful crayon, like eyeshadow crayon, to go in like the crease, and then I've used like a slight glittery liquid eyeshadow over the top. If I have a picture I'll show you, but it's one of those looks where in the picture you can't really see it, it doesn't really look like much, but in person it looks really pretty. And I've had quite a few people mention, oh, your eye look is really pretty today. So I think I'm kind of into the subtly pretty eye look at the moment. So I was like, I really want to try this palette. Yeah, we'll see how we get on, because as you know, I am normally really colourful, so to have something that's not overly colourful, different. So I do have to say I really like the packaging. It looks really, really pretty. I think this normally retails for about the £45 mark, but I got it for £31 in the sale off of Feel Unique, so yeah, love a bargain, me. On the back it does show you the shades that are meant to be in this palette. So I love this packaging. Like, how stunning is this? So it actually looks like a proper little circuit board and it's really pretty. Like, this is the first Urban Decay eyeshadow palette I own. I don't own any of the others and I'm really excited. Like, I'm super intrigued to see how this works. So I have swatched it because I was too excited when I got it to not swatch it. So there are my fingerprints in here already. This is the colour Story. So you can see what I mean by subtly pretty and it's not very vibrant. So when I got this yesterday, I did swatch it. I'll put the picture up. It didn't swatch amazingly. It wasn't in your face, but the pigment was there. So I'm like, you can't always go by swatches, because swatches for palettes doesn't always necessarily mean a lot. It's how they work on the eye. Now I do have another thing to point out. It is a very light palette. So I think for anyone with a darker skin tone, this is possibly not going to work how you would want it to, unless you put like a really white eye base down. You know, you can get like the concealer eye base or P. Louise. I think if you put a really white one down, then it's going to make the colours pop a bit more. But if you were to just put it onto your normal skin tone, or just use a concealer that's your usual skin tone colour, I don't think it's going to pop very much. There are only like 1, 2, 3 matte shades in this palette. This one looks matte but it's not. It's got like some sparkles in it, so I'm guessing that's to help it blend better. Some formulas need that. So there's not really a lot of transition shades that you can put on first and then do the shimmer on the top. The rest of them are shimmer shades or duochrome, which means in certain lights they reflect different colours, which was what really drew me in. And the inside packaging, a lot of people didn't like it. They were like, oh, it looks white, cheap and nasty, but if you actually really look at it, it's not white. It's sort of like a pinky pearlescent thing, which I think is really pretty. So I'm just going to dip my fingers into some of the duochrome shades and hope that you can see. So that is what drew me to this palette, because I don't really have anything like that. I mean, that just looks stunning. Like the way they reflect in the light, it's so pretty. So yeah, I'm going to try and create a look using this palette today. Wish me luck, because it's going to be what I'm wearing to work. So first up, I'm going to go in with my P. Louise eye base, just to do what I normally do. I normally put an eye base down because it helps the pigments and the colours to stick properly and make them pop a bit better. Do you really need the P. Louise eye base? No, you could use a concealer and get pretty much the same effect, but you know, everyone raves about this, so I have to have it. Okay, so that is my eye base done. I do want to point out that you do get a nice brush. Oh, nearly dropped it. A nice brush with this palette. Now, I'm not always a fan of using the brushes that are included in palettes, because for me they don't always work the way I want them to. This side is actually quite a nice fluffy side, and this side is a bit more short and stubby. So I think I'm going to give it a go with this brush because it's come with it and it's part of the price point that you get the eyeshadows and the brush and the cool packaging. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade here. So that one is called Gadget. So they do have really cool names actually. I'll quickly point out because obviously I swatched it in a photograph, but I didn't say the names. So hope you can see. This one here is AI. We have Metadata, Virtual, Electrode, Cyberspace, Gadget, Cool IT, Not a Bot, Static, Y3K, Override and Byte. So hope you saw that because I can't see, but I can obviously see, but I can't see what my camera sees until I edit it. So I hope you saw it. Yeah, I'm going to go in with Gadget. It seems like a really nice pinky nude salmon sort of shade. There is quite a bit of kickback in the pan and it did sort of dust quite off when I tapped it, but as long as it works, I'm not going to be too mad. Okay, that's actually quite a pigmented shade. You see, there's actually got quite a lot of pigment to it. It's very salmon. In my hair. I hit my lampshade just now, so I'm pretty sure there's like fluff and dust all in my hair. Okay, so that is on. I think that's actually a really pretty light pink salmon shade. I have started to try and tap my eyeshadows out on my mirror instead of like there, so it falls behind, because then I get absolutely covered in eyeshadow. So I think if the mirror catches it, it's not too bad, then I can just sort of wipe it away. So there's not really like, there is a deeper shade, there is Bite, and that seems to be the only deeper shade in the palette if you wanted to deepen out the outer corner, but I have seen so many people do that with that palette, or this palette, so I know the look that would create, so I kind of don't want to do that. I was thinking of doing like a nice shimmer on the brow bone and then going in with just duochrome shimmers and doing like just a duochrome eye look, maybe. So I might go in with metadata for the brow bone, and I'm just going to use the same end of the brush. Okay, so that's kind of pretty, and there was not as much kickback from that one. I think the mattes are obviously a more kickbacky colour and shade formula thing. So I do want to try the duochromes just on the eye, but I might use my concealer to sort of block it out a bit more. I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Okay, so I've kind of blocked that out, and I want to go in with the duochromes. I'm really looking at these three shades: Static, Y3K and Override. So I might start with Static and go in like the inner corner section, and I'm just going to use the stubby side of the brush. I'm going to go in and use it dry. If it doesn't really pop like I want it to, then I'll dampen it down. Okay, that's actually really got some pigment to it, and I haven't dampened it down. And I do actually like this side of the brush. It seems to pick up the shade really, really well. So I hope you can see that it has gone on really, really well. So now I'm going to go in with Y3K and see if this one works just the same. Might just touch up Static. And then the last one I want to try is Override, and I'm going to do that on the outer section of the eye. And then I might just go back in with that first salmon shade. Kind of cool. I definitely think maybe next time I might dampen it down just to see if it pops a bit more, but I kind of like the subtleness from this, which is not normally me. Like, not normally me at all. I'm just going back into the brow bone highlight, and then I might take some of Not a Bot and just do the inner corner highlight. And then I might even take some of that deeper red shade and go under my lash line. Just see what happens. Okay, so that is the eye look so far. I'm gonna add some eyeliner and mascara and then give you my final thoughts. Okay, so here is the finished look. All I used, if I can find them, was my House Labs eyeliner and the number 7 Lash Impact mascara and the Big Mood one from e.l.f. and on my lips, which is actually quite a heavy gloss, so I hope it's not doing that whole weird stringy thing. And it is a I Heart Revolution chocolate lip gloss in berry. I got this, I think, out of the 12 Days of Chocolate advent calendar. It's the first time I've tried it. It smells really nice. I'm hoping it looks nice and goes with this look. But do you know what? I'm actually really happy with how this eye look has come out. Yes, my eyeliner is always a bit wonky, a bit like my fringe today. I decided to cut it last night and it's gone a bit wonky. But yeah, this palette, I actually really like it. I don't know why. It is a very subtly pretty eyeshadow look. It's not too in your face. It's really not me. But I like it. I really like these duochrome shades. I think they are really nice quality. They're not like a duochrome like an indie brand would make, where they're highly pigmented and you can tell straight away they're duochrome, but they're going to be expensive. I like these because although they are more subtle, they're more wearable. Like, I always find like a proper indie duochrome, while they look stunning and they are perfection, if you are not like me and you will go out wearing full-on colour rainbow and not care, not everyone is like me. Some people want a more laid back look, and this palette I think is for those people. The people that want a more laid back but yet cool and stylish eye look. You want to dip your toe into that duochrome essence, but you don't want it to fully overtake your eyes. I think this palette is great. I think it's a cute little party palette. Like, say for instance tonight it's New Year's Eve, if you were going out to a party, you could easily make an eye look with this and feel pretty. But also if you're going to work or you're going to the office, you could create some really nice eye looks with a bit of a shimmer, a bit of a duochrome look, but there is enough neutral in here to not make it too in your face, if you get my gist. So yeah, I am really happy I have got this palette. Obviously it is my first Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. I don't own any of the others. I know a lot of people say with Urban Decay their palettes and their formulas are very hit and miss, but for me this one is a hit, and I know I might be in the minority because a lot of people I've watched, they're a bit like, it's a nice palette, it creates nice looks, but it's not me. Which I've kind of just said, but I also know that at the moment I'm going through a bit of a phase where I still want that colourful eye look, but I don't want it to be too intense, too in your face. I want that subtly pretty, whereas normally I don't. Normally I'm like, no, 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 I don't want subtly pretty, I want in your face, I want everyone to know I'm coming. So maybe it's the new year feeling of going into a new year, having a fresh new look. Maybe I'm not feeling that energetic vibrancy at the moment. Give it a month or two and I'll probably be fully blown back into that. But yeah, I really like this and I cannot wait to play around with it some more and to create some more eye looks using this palette, just to see how far I can push it. I do want to try it where I dampen down the duochromes because I want to see how vibrant they can pop. But I am really happy with how this eye look has come out. I will take some photos so you will be able to see, you know, maybe in more light because my ring light is still broken. And I did have the little ring light that I was using, but I can't find the power pack to plug it in. So natural light today it is. So yeah, I am really happy. This for me is a win. I love the packaging, it's stunning. I love the formula, I love all the shades in here. I do think it could have done with maybe a transition shade or another matte shade that was in between that and that, maybe something in the middle, so you've got something not quite so harsh to do the outer corner with. Like if I do that one and I want to do something in the outer corner, I pretty much have to pick Bite, which is a really vibrant red. So it's more like a brick red, but you know, if I don't feel that, it would have been nice to have something in the middle that I could pick from. And maybe one other thing I would have really liked, because it is cyber, and to me when I think about cyber, usually the Matrix pops into my head. Now I know Revolution have just done a Matrix collab, but it would have been nice if there was maybe like the duochrome in a really sharp lime green. That would have been amazing. Like that for me, when I think of cyber, I see all the little green numbers, I see all of that. So that to me, I think they kind of missed a cool shade. But in saying that, the shades that they do have in here are really pretty. And maybe I'm thinking too much into the Y2K with the Matrix thing, because one of the shades in here is Y3K, which is obviously the year 3000, and I'm going back to the year 2000. Maybe this is what Urban Decay imagine the world will look like in colour in the year 3000. It's not going to be like sharp Matrix lime colours, it's going to be beautiful, pretty, subtle metallic shimmers. Maybe that's what they see. But I do really like this and I cannot wait to play with it some more. I was so excited when it arrived in the post and I'm still excited now. So yeah, cannot wait to play with this some more. I'm going to go into 2022 feeling cool with this. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. But also, do you have this palette? How do you feel about it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you not love it? Let me know down below. And are you intrigued in getting it, but the other reviews from other people are kind of putting you off, maybe? Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, I'm gonna leg it because I have a couple more videos to film today, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.